Yeah, thank you so much. Who told that? That not recording? Please tell me. Who is this?
It's me, Dinesh, sir.
Dinesh. Very good.
Dinesh.
Denai. Good, 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 good. Excellent, Denai. Thank you. This is how sometimes we miss, Some days I record something, but I don't post it in YouTube also. Some candidates say, sir, what happened to my interview? But I don't know something, because the problem is because everybody wants it to be posted, no problem for me. Everybody wants not to be posted, no problem for me. But here what happens, some people want, some people don't want, like that. That is why this confusion. Don't worry. Now, since no answer has come from the group, I will go with what makes me feel correct. Okay. This is the thing. Yeah. Now I'm going to share this with you. But this is way. How many of us are commerce people? Are commerce people here?
Yes, sir. I'm commerce graduate.
Commerce is there. Okay. For them, this will be very useful. Yeah. This is the material I have now shared in our Telegram group. G.R. Subramaniam, please read. G.R. Subramaniam, are
Yes,
you there?
sir.
Yeah, please
Yes.
read. Yeah, no. G.R. Subramaniam is a very busy guy, catching him is very tough. Am I right, GRS?
No, sir, I was driving, sir. I was on my way to Tirunelveli for a temple darshan, so that I couldn't access my phone.
Which temple did you visit?
Sir, it was our family deity, sir. It's near Nagarkoil. So
What is the name? What is the name of that? What is the name of that?
Perve Mudayar Shasta, sir.
Oh, Shasta means Ayyappa, correct?
Yeah. It's our predominant family deity, sir. So we went there.
Very good.
As having my interview on Thursday, I thought it would be very nice if I had a darshan, sir.
It's okay, fine. Absolutely no issue. Now, please read term loan.
Yes, sir. Term loan. A term loan is simply a loan provided for business purposes that needs to be paid back within a specified time frame. It typically carries a fixed rate interest rate, monthly or quarterly repayment schedule, and includes a set maturity date. Term loans can be both secure, that is, some collateral is provided, and unsecured. A secure term loan will usually have a lower interest rate than an unsecured one. Depending upon the repayment period, this loan type is classified as under short-term loan, repayment period is less than 1 year. Medium-term loan, repayment period is 1 to 3 years. Long-term loan, repayment period is above 3 years.
Again, let me caution you. This may not be the same in all banks. It may differ from bank to bank. This one I have taken from the website of one of the banks. So that's what it is. Doesn't matter, but generally the concept is same. Term loan means a fixed amount being given initially for purchase of something, and you have to repay in monthly installments. And some is a short term. I mean, what is that? A medium term loan and short term loan and long term loans are there. But just information. Now, next, who will like to volunteer? Please raise your hand for reading. Please volunteer. Please volunteer yours. Mridula, please read next bank overdraft facility. Yeah.
Yes, sir. A bank overdraft facility refers to the ability to draw funds greater than the available in the company's current account. The actual size of the facility and the interest to be paid on overdrafts is typically agreed to prior to sanction. An overdraft facility is considered as a source of short-term funding as it can be covered with the next deposit.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Say, what is an overdraft facility? Say you don't have money in your account, but you want to draw some extra. So bank will, after going through the records and satisfying that you are eligible for it, will allow you an overdraft limit. Let us talk big amounts. Let us say 100 crores limit they are giving for the company where you are working. Then the company can draw up to that 100 crore amount monies. And the advantage in that is they can repay the money next day also. And they will pay interest only on the amount they have actually drawn. not on the full 100 crores. Whereas in the case of term loan, what happens? Money is given to us in one installment and we have to pay interest on the balance in the account, namely the amount given or minus the money we have credited. So this is the advantage, namely this is known as bank overdraft. It can be given against a security of house, security of fixed deposits, security of some other security like shares, etc. There is another concept similar to this known as cash credit. Out of that, one is known as open cash credit. Open cash credit means what? The goods will be available under the custody of the customer. They will be hypothecated to the banker. You might have seen big companies in Chennai. We have a company known as Vivek and Company, Vasant and Co, Saravana stores, like that. They will be having lot of goods in their shops. They will give statement of account every month, and based on that, if they have 10 lakh stocks, they will allow a margin of 25%, give them a limit of 7.5 lakh. So they are permitted to draw up to that. This facility is known as open cash credit. There is another facility similar to this known as key cash credit. Don't confuse with the Kisan credit card. This is key cash credit where the goods are under the custody of the bank. For example, bank will keep it in a go down, keep it under lock and key, and based on the amount, based on the value of goods available in the go down, limit will be arrived and the customer will be allowed to draw. This is known as key cash credit. This is different from Kisan credit card. Kisan credit card is a facility. It is normally given for, it is given for agriculturists. Earlier it was given for agriculture only. Now it is given for allied activities like poultry, dairy and all that. Here, depending on the land holding, in the case of agriculturists, depending on the land holding, acreage of land they are holding, it is not necessary they have to be owner, they can be tenant cultivator also. They will find how much you are going to cultivate, area you are going to cultivate. What are you going to cultivate? Are you going to cultivate paddy? Are you going to cultivate sugarcane? Are you going to cultivate wheat or cotton? What is it you are going to cultivate? Depending on that, every district, there is a limit known as scale of finance. This is decided by district level committee of bankers. According to that limit, the person will be allowed limit. And the one advantage in Kisan credit card is the borrower or farmer need not apply every year. It is valid for a period of 5 years and it is renewed after the usage of the Kisan credit card. That is one thing. Good. Now we will move on to next person. Who is raising hand, please? Anybody is raising hand? Yeah. Mridula over. After Mridula, we will go to Anandu also over. We will go to Anandu over. Anandu over. We will go to Sony Dubey. Please read next one. Sony Dubey, are you able to see? I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. Now letter of credit.
Yes, sir.
These things are slightly tough ones, but still for knowledge sake, please read. A letter of credit.
A letter of credit is a document issued by a financial institution assuring payment to a seller provided certain documents have been presented to the bank. This ensures the payment will be made as long as the services are performed. Usually the dispatch of
Oh,
goods.
sorry.
Hence,
Sorry. Usually, what happened? This is what we were reading. Please read.
Hence, a letter of credit serves as a guarantee to the seller that he or she will be paid as agreed. It is often used in a trade financing when goods are sold to overseas customers or the trading parties are not well known to each other.
Good. You read nicely. See, actually, letter of credit. This is normally used in the case of foreign trade. This slightly difficult, but listen. This is normally used in the case of foreign trade. For example, our exporter from Kanchipuram is exporting silk saris. Where is Kanchipuram? Anybody from North India, please tell me. You are there. Dubai, tell me. Where is Kanchipuram?
So I don't know.
Kanchipuram is
It is in south, but I
yeah,
don't know.
it is a Kanchipuram, Tamil Nadu. Kanchipuram is a famous place in Tamil Nadu, which was under the rule of Pallavas in 4th AD, 400 AD. Not only that, it has got so many temples. It is also known as Temple City and also called Silk City, just as Varanasi is called as Silk City. This is also called as Silk City, where a lot of silk is being manufactured. When as a Kanchipuram dealer wants to export to a party, possibly in America, USA, Washington, what you see, the problem is the exporter is not seeing the importer. And of course, he can know about the importer by asking for details from ECGC. What type of the borrower person is he? Will he make payment properly and all that? But still, he cannot be assured of the payment. So in order to get assured of the payment, what our exporter will do, he will ask the Washington party to open a letter of credit favoring him, this Kanjipuram party. And that will be opened, that letter of credit will be opened based on the invoice, based on the order received from the purchaser. The purchaser will tell, I want this type of sarees, this many number of sarees, and the value of it should be this much. They must be packed in this way. They must be packed and kept in number like this, 10 sarees in each packet. Some such conditions they will tell. And all those conditions will be mentioned, and then letter of credit will be opened by Washington Bank favoring our Indian exporter. Our Indian exporter will be advised of this. Our Indian exporter will use this letter of credit, approach his banker, if necessary, avail packing credit. Packing credit is a facility given for exporters for buying of raw materials, manufacturing of goods, packing of goods, and sending it to abroad. So after manufacturing it, after packing it, and he will send it based on letter of credit. And after submitting the letter, sending the goods, he will present the documents to the bank. Bank in turn will send it for collection to Washington. Washington Bank will pay amount immediately if the terms and conditions have been followed correctly. But letter of credit is a very ticklish issue where each and every letter, each and every word is counted more important. There are instances when somebody exported Bellary onion from Bellary to Middle East. Before the Bellary onion reached Middle East, the price of onion in that area came down. The person wanted to use that as an find out some reason for rejecting the supply. So when the documents were presented to the bank, when they were went through, he found instead of giving Bellary onion, it was given as only onion. So based on that reason, the LC was negatived. So that is the ticklish trade. And for this, you please note down, there is a document known as UCPDC, Uniform Customs and Practice for Documentary Credit, that will tell the terms and conditions that is there in the foreign trade. And when we talk about foreign trade, you must also know in the case now, especially this is the time we have to talk about foreign trade, because Yesterday, I posted a video about the new methodology being adopted by Reserve Bank of India. Has anyone seen that video out of these 30 people? Anybody seen that video? Nobody. See, you must have seen that video here. In that, the Reserve Bank has introduced a new methodology for receiving payment, making payment in respect of imports from Russia and all that, in order to see that the value of rupee is not going down in relation to dollars and all that. Anyhow, doesn't matter. Now, here you must know about the concept, the act known as FEMA, Foreign Exchange Management Act, that tells openly that how much a foreign person going abroad can take with him, how much money can be remitted abroad without reference to RBI, etc. So that is about foreign exchange. So generally this much will do now, I think so. About letter of credit, much can be told, but doesn't matter. Now, next, who will read? Next is person is Georgie John. Please read next one.
Good evening, sir.
Good
Bank-
evening. Yeah.
Bank guarantee. A bank guarantee is a letter of guarantee issued by a bank on behalf of its customer. A third party, the beneficiary, guaranteeing that certain sum of money shall be paid by the bank to the third party within its validity period on presentation of the letter of guarantee. A letter of guarantee usually sets out certain conditions under which the guarantee can be invoked.
Invoked means you can ask for money under that. Invoked. Continue. Unlike
a line of credit, the sum is only paid if the opposing party does not fulfill the stipulated obligations under the contract. A bank guarantee is usually used to insure a buyer or seller from loss of or damage due to non-performance by the other party in a
contract. Yeah. George, what happened? Even now your health is not all right. Voice me, there is no happiness.
It's become better.
You are becoming better. Good. Excellent. All of keep yourself cheerful, keep yourself happy. That is what is most important. Very good. Now, bank guarantee, normally it comes like this. See, there is a person who is putting roads, and he has taken a contract for, let us say, for 10 lakhs. And this road, he has to make it before this date. So the letter of guarantee will be issued by the bank to the government or the corporation, stating that if this person is not completing the contract as per the terms and conditions before this date, we will pay you this much amount. And for giving that guarantee, bank will not give for everybody. They will give it only for people who are really worth it, and they will take some margin also. Margin means 10 lakhs means they may take a margin of 10% or 20% depending on the party. And if necessary, they may take some additional collateral security in the form of house property also. Could you follow? Very good. Next person who is going to read, it will be Amala.
May I ask a doubt?
Yeah, please ask.
Sir, in current accounts, is minimum balance to be maintained?
Minimum balance to be maintained. It differs from place to place. For example, bank to bank. For example, in metropolitan, normally we have to maintain higher balance. In rural area, semi-urban, we have to maintain lower balance. Yes, please. What is the doubt you have?
Current accounts.
Yeah, not only
For
current account. Current account also, minimum balance is prescribed. If minimum balance is not kept, what they will do? They will levy some charges. Some charges.
Okay, sir.
It is not that they will close the account. They will levy some charges. I am not sure what is the procedure. What is the procedure followed by banks now? Is it that every time the account goes into below the balance they are charging, or is it at the end of every quarter based on the average balance they are charging? That I don't know. Depending on the procedure, it will be done. Okay.
Okay, the minimum balance to be maintained in current account is higher than that of savings account. Is it like that?
Obviously. Correct.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Amala Joseph, please read.
Yes, sir. Lease finance.
Mm.
Lease financing is a modern financing method that allows individuals or companies to own and make use of certain assets for medium to long-term financing periods in return for previously set interim payments.
Mm.
The lessor, who is the finance company, purchases the assets and becomes its legal owner.
Mm.
At the conclusion of the leasing period, the lessor would have recovered a large portion or all of the initial cost of the identified asset, in addition to interest earned from the rentals or installments paid by the lessee. The lessee also has the option to acquire ownership of the identified asset by, for example, paying the final rental or installment, or by bargaining a final purchase price with the lessor. Throughout the duration of the leasing period, the lessor, the finance company, remains the legal owner of the asset. However, the lessee has control over the asset and makes use of it as required.
Yeah. So this is a, yeah. In fact, here in Canada and all, most of the people buy cars, which are very costly only through this. They pay only every month some amount. And after using it for say 4 or 5 years, they can surrender it and take another one. The advantage in this case is that the repair and all the person has to do, and only thing is the insurance, all these formalities have to be complied by us only. But we are not paying a huge amount, we are paying only a lesser amount. For example, it costs some 10 lakhs, then maybe we will be paying only $1,000 or $2,000 depending on the terms and conditions. Cars or big here you have a system by which house like thing is there. I don't know what is the name, some truck. It will be attached to the vehicle and you will take it there, and you don't have to go to a hotel. You can stay like I think in cinema, in India cinema, that shooting, when shooting comes, the hero will
Caravan.
go caravan like that. That is there, caravan. Like here it is called by different names. I don't know. Very good. Now next person to read will be Abhirami Raj. Please read.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. Please read.
Sir, is it audible?
Yeah, audible.
Okay.
Good.
SME collateral free loan. This is usually a business loan offered to SMEs and are collateral free or without third party guarantee. Here, the borrower is not required to provide collateral to avail the loan. It is made available to SMEs in both the startup as well as existing phase to serve working capital requirements, purchase of machines, support expansion plans. However, it is to be noted that small businesses involved in retail trade are not eligible for these types of loans.
Yeah. So this is SME, means small, medium enterprises. See, there are MSME, micro, small, medium enterprises. Micro means the investment in plant and machinery is less than 1 crore and the turnover is less than 5 crore. What is turnover? Turnover means sales. Then micro, small. Small means 10 crore investment, less than 10 crore investment in plant and machinery, and turnover less than 50 crore, 50. And micro, small, medium enterprises are those enterprises where the investment in plant and machinery is less than 50 crores, 50 crores, and turnover is less than 250 crores. Very good. Next, who will read? It will be Devi Chandana. Yeah, Devi Chandana. Yes,
Yes,
please.
sir.
Yeah.
Construction equipment loans. Construction equipment loans are provided for purchase of both new and used equipment like excavators, backhoe loaders, cranes, higher-end construction equipments, etc. The tenor of such loans vary from 12 to 60 months depending upon the deal and the nature of repayment capacity. This is usually a secured loan where the machine itself is hypothecated until the loan is repaid.
Yeah, here tenure means duration, length of the period, up to how many days it is being, how many months it is being given. Yeah. Next one. Good. Thank you. Next, we will go to Gokul. Gokul ji.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
SME credit card.
Mm.
A SME credit card is a loan type that is made available either in cash credit or in term loan type. The quantum of credit being up to 10 lakhs.
Mm.
This loan facility can be used by small industrial units, small retail traders, small business enterprises, and transport traders.
Mm.
The repayment period for term loans is 5 years and 3 years for cash credit.
Mhm. SME credit card. Anyhow, there's some new concept. I'm not very able to tell you. Doesn't matter. Let it leave it. Now, next person who is going to explain will be who is going to read. All of you have raised hand. Over. There is no more hand. Yeah. Next is commercial vehicle loan. So Seban, please write. Please read commercial vehicle loans.
Commercial vehicle loans.
Mm.
Commercial vehicle loans enables a borrower to purchase vehicles like trucks, buses, tippers, like light commercial vehicles. The tenure of such loans vary from 12 to 60 months depending upon the deal and the nature of repayment capacity. This loan facility is provided to companies with more than 2 years of business experience, existing owners of at least 2 commercial vehicles, captive customers, and transporters. It is important to note that these are the only general descriptions. Lenders have their specific loan evaluation and documentation criteria before a lending decision is taken.
Yeah. See, actually, this is okay. This you read once. Apart from that, whenever you are asked to tell what are the different types of loans, I think I have told earlier also. If you want, otherwise, you please note down. First is loan against deposit. Up to 90% of the loan deposit can be taken as a loan or as overdraft. Number two, loan against gold jewel loan. So depending on the value of the jewel that is being given to us, pledged to us, bank will be giving loan. So these two are very common. Next comes loans for education. Say depending on the degree for which you are studying, or depending on the fees will be paid direct to the college, whatever it is. And so up to a maximum of 20 lakhs, now it is considered as priority sector. Apart from that, export loan, housing loan. These are the different types of loans that are there. Then agriculture loan, allied activities loan, then infrastructure loan, MSME loan, then self-help group loan. These are the loans. If you tell broadly this much, this definition will do. You don't have to get into bank guarantees, letter of credit and all that. But you can also know this concept term loan and OD. These two differences you can know so that you can talk about it well. Very good. Now I will go to another point. See, in the recent interviews, especially in Chennai and all, they are asking people to talk for 2 minutes in their local language. That's one. In some other places, they are asked to talk in English for 2 minutes. So be ready for such an exercise in such interviews. So you mentally prepare yourself to talk either in English or in, say, your local language. And whenever you talk, you must talk in such a way that, say, it is positive, it is not negative, and you must be creating good and happy impressions to the listeners. So keep that in mind and then talk. Because yesterday one girl told that she talked about a movie. She talked about a movie that she has seen. It doesn't matter as long as it is not a very bad movie, it is okay. So that way you can talk about that. And only thing is they are testing your ability, whether you can communicate properly. Now, another issue that is going on in our Telegram group is that about somebody has posted a message that this job involves more of marketing. Yes, it involves more of marketing. You must be willing to do marketing. If you are willing to do marketing, only this job will fit in for you. So be ready for that. Of course, in the case of women, they may not be that much pressurizing you. They may say, you please bring us 5 savings bank account, etc. So be prepared to accept this job, and getting a job these days is not easy. At the same time, there is a lot of attrition rates. People are leaving one job and going to another job and all that. It is okay, but don't be misguided by such postings. Bank is as on date, it is a good bank. They are paying IBA salary. IBA salary is a very good salary. It will be revised in 2022 November. Furthermore, already people are paid 60,000 salary, and it may go possibly, even if we get 15% increase, it may go to 69,000. So likewise, don't worry about all those negative comments. Concentrate on taking part actively for preparation, and face it with confidence and do it. Yeah, and if you watch the say our Pallavi's video, you will know. Just today I posted. Just listen how confidently is she talking. That is the level of confidence we should possess and communicate. Any questions? Welcome. 3 minutes time is there. Let us utilize it.
Yes, sir. Excuse me, sir. May I ask a question?
Yeah.
Sir, when you said about speaking about, they are asking for speaking for about 1 minute or 2 minutes in any language. So if they are asking to speak randomly, you can talk about anything of your like. So what do you suggest to talk about?
No, don't be guided by what I say. You must take what in which you are more confident. No, I can tell you, you should talk about your college days. You should talk about your degree. You should talk about your role model. You should talk about why you want to join Federal Bank. I can give you a list of things like a jam list I have given you. Just a minute.
Okay, sir.
Like that, anything
Yes,
I can give you, but that is not going to help you. You prepared. There is a lot of time before you sit down and write. That will be Ritika, Sukumar. Your interview is over or it is to be done? Ritika ji.
Yes, sir.
Your
Not over, sir.
Not over, actually. Because some other name similar to this, somebody sent a message that interview was over. That girl only was telling, she was asked to speak in the local language about, and she talked about the movie. That is okay. So Dinai, I won't like to guide you. You can talk on this and all that. Talk
no,
on
sir.
it.
Means previous time I also got the same question, so that's why I'm asking.
So what did you talk?
I talked about Federal Bank, I guess, if I am right.
Oh, very good.
They asked me to speak in all the 3 languages, sir. They asked me to speak in Malayalam. They asked me to speak in the Hindi and English.
Oh, good. So you talked all the 3 in the same topic, all the 3 languages.
No, I tried to change it, but he was not allowing me to speak further. Means as soon as I started the sentence, he cut that and asked me to speak in the next language.
Yeah. They want to know whether you have the ability to communicate, whether you are willing to talk willingly. That is what is more important. Understand? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Any other questions? Welcome.
Sir, I have one question, sir.
Welcome.
Sir, if they ask us to talk in Tamil, so I have a doubt, sir. So should I talk in that pure form, which is in the form of
not the pure form?
Yeah.
நீங்க நார்மலா பேசுற மாதிரி பேசினா போதும். You can use 1 or 2 English words also.
Okay, sir.
They are
not like that Tamil literature kind of Tamil.
தூய தமிழ் வேண்டாம்.
Yes, sir.
தூய தமிழ் வேண்டாம். The pure Malayalam also is not required. Even Malayalam differs from one area to another. So whatever way in which you are talking in your home, you please talk.
Yes, sir.
Mridula, where is Mridula? Mridula is there or has she gone? Mridula, yeah,
Yes, sir.
please talk to us in Malayalam for half a minute. Come on, quick. What happened?
Sir, can I talk about myself?
Yeah, talk. Quick, because time will be over. Don't worry, we'll meet again tomorrow 9 o'clock. Yeah, talk.
എൻ്റെ പേര് മൃദുല. ഞാൻ കേരളത്തിലെ കണ്ണൂർ ഡിസ്ട്രിക്റ്റിലാണ്. ഞാൻ ഫിസിക്സിൽ പോസ്റ്റ് ഗ്രാജുവേഷൻ കഴിഞ്ഞ ഒരു കുട്ടിയാണ്. ബാങ്ക് എൻ്റെ പ്രൊഫഷനാണ്. ഞാൻ ഈ ഒരു ഫീൽഡിൽ
Sorry. I wanted Mridula because when she was taking